never been here.
People need help. But you want to take it? You want to take it? You want to like this? A little bit. Well, welcome. And I have to do my. They don't have my
Vibing.
ready.
It's right there in front of you. It's right now. See, let me tell you what he does. He takes his notes on stage with him, just like Deion Cole. He'll hit him and be like, okay, 1 more second. You can do all that, thing, man. You ain't gotta do it out the notes. If you only know.
Oh man, first time stand up.
Oh, really? It's
I'm nervous, bro.
Colleen. That's why
Hey,
he's
I was
running.
gonna say if I see Monday.
He said I was.
So,
Are you going first?
I'll be the second.
no, I'm just talking to my friends.
And then tell us when you want to start.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay.
One,
Joe comes at 10.
start, right?
All right.
Tell me when
It's
you
it's like that process.
This is live, guys. And so, what I need help with, I was thinking, Bill, you can help me with the IG live. Well, because Sam can't come on time with that. Just so much work to do. Is it up?
It's playing the opening.
Okay. How can I know that so that you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
We can give you the high side.
You mean like, hi? Okay. I can't hear it, but that's okay. You know how crazy I look dancing to nothing? I can do it anyway.
But they'll hear the music, so it's fine.
That means I'm dancing off beat. You can't be black dancing off beat. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna
Should that be with fire?
Oh my God. Are we live?
Yeah.
Let's hear the love. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, right. That song is called Magic, and you can hear more of it on my album on Spotify. No, I'm not a singer, but sometimes when people maybe you do these things, I say, okay. And you have to. I never thought I'd be in a booth singing Fly Me to the Moon. And I realized I can't sing for shit. That's amazing when you find that out, that the shower is so different from the studio. It's totally different. You are just not that person. But I'll tell you what also happens in the shower. As comedians, as performers, you will have the most, to put in some advice real quick, like get on your asses real quick before this starts. But you have these ideas that come to you. You always think you're going to remember when you come out. But you got to get those crayons that they have for kids, those washable ones, because you have to put that joke down. You're not going to remember. And if you thought of it, then it's brilliant because we're all brilliant in this room. Do you know how strong you are of a person to be able to not kick his ass for keeping that phone going like this when I'm talking? What's wrong with you? Sorry, let me go back into my other mode. Have you ever been eating in a restaurant and the waitress takes your food while you have chopsticks in your hand? And there's 2 pieces of sushi left on the plate? And she's telling you thank you like it's a nail salon. Thank you. Thank you. This woman took my sushi, and that's how we met. We have such a wonderful group here. These 2 can't whisper, but that's okay. And that's why I'm eating the time up to let you know what goes on. My name is Sunda Kronquist, and I'm the host of your show this evening. If you ever want to follow me on anything, I'm at Sunda Live. I've got a Prime Video thing going on right now. It's called Sunda Kronquist Live from Hollywood, but she knows how to whisper. And we do everything here, but more importantly, you guys are here to have a great time. That's what I want you to do, is have a great time. Please, when you're closing, if you could just please be clear with your handles. And why? Because people call, they know you're here, they want to find you, and I can't remember shit. So you guys got to help me. So just make sure that's clear. And that's all I got to say right now. Just a lot going on. There's just too much going on. A lot of things are happening in this world. I was at a bank and I saw a woman with 12 toes. I know, and they were polished. Now think about that. Imagine that nail salon lady say, "Oh, I'm going to get my money for this." But that's that's I don't make fun of people like that because I had a friend who had 12 fingers. But that's not the point. The point is, I say to my daughter with my eyes, because Black women do that. We don't have to talk. We just put our eyes at them. I said, don't you say a word. She goes, but Mama, it's polished. They hear you. They hear you. And I remember she was in school once, and this, Persian women love to compliment you, and they love to say crazy shit like, "Why is your hair this way? Like, why is it sick? Your hair is sick." I go, "It's my hair. This is what it is." One lady says to me, "I want to ask you something. When you go into the sun, do you tan?" And I said, "You're black." And she was like, oh no, I am not black." She said, "My mother was blonde." And I said, "If you're not black, where'd you get that big black ass?" Oh, you have to tell them sometimes. But lately I've been feeling really Persian. I really love my Persian people. I gotta tell you, they are the best out here. They are black people too. They are. They shop and return everything the next day. And that's how I can prove it. It happens. It happened to me. I went past Ross just walking, it pulled me in. And then the next strip mall I returned it. Why not? I wish I could do that with drugs. I'm kidding. You can't do that with drugs. You never buy a joint and the entire joint falls out and they don't release. And you feel like the cheap bastard, you know what I mean? Because you're gonna walk in with a filter like this. But I don't invite you guys to smoke pot. You know why? You could get lipstick on your teeth. That was a joke. And I'm stalling for that. Okay, let me tell you what's going on. Guys, we're live, okay? So let me just tell you what's going on. We're just doing some technical stuff, and I want everyone to have very good audio. And that is why I am stalling for time. But while we're stalling for time, let's just know that when this light comes on, you have 2 minutes to wrap. I'm going to be very clear about this. It's up to 10 minutes. Do you understand me? It's up to 10 minutes. So please don't PayPal me $3 for your 3 minute set. That's my set. Oh man. And that's the little Korean girl that does that all the time. You know, it's crazy because Koreans, they just flip and be black out of nowhere. I'm just like, whoa, what is going on, Grace? She's like, no, it's Grays. Grays, it's too much. And my name is Sundar Kronquist. And I can hear. Why y'all making so much noise tonight? Well, nice. I loved you, Mark. I really did. But you heard it, right? Did you? But I handled it well, right? If we were on TV, like they wouldn't like. We are on TV. They're watching right now. You have no idea who's watching. Your exes are watching it. Everybody here has had an ex. I had an ex that used to stalk me. That's why we were dating. Like, who does that? If it was a turn on, if it was like a kink, that would be different. Like, you drop me off, and you still in the bushes. And my friends, people gonna pee on you. What's wrong with you? I think the worst part about it is that he suspected me of doing it, and he had he was Cuban, and he was like, he was always saying things like, I'm suspecting you, and like a baby was coming. I'm suspecting you. And then I come out to LA, I got to deal with a Persian accent, and they have new words. I was told this is crucial. Do you understand? This is very important, this show. Crucial. And I was like, damn, that's ridiculous. What the fuck is crucial? Is that real? Is it real? Is it? Come on, though, right? It could be. I think we should add it on. I'd like to begin, if I may, for clarity's sake. Can you hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, let's do this. All right, so this is what we do. We do all these crazy things, and we got beautiful people here. Let me tell you, the best producer in Hollywood right now, Jason Ham. I'm so glad to have you here. Thank you so much. I'm talking about getting your stuff done beautifully. I can't do any of this stuff. I can't help you with that. I can help you. I can tell you where to go. When you guys call me about social media, you must go to Billy Ramirez. Billy, thank you for doing that and for posting for me. Samantha Linderman is your comedy concierge. She will be arriving shortly. We just did a day of preschool. I just came back from 3 classes of wild kids with snot flying, and I just can't handle it because that's the dealer. It's a joke. You guys don't get high. I'm kidding. I can't. I can't. I want to bring to the stage somebody who's going to be a real firecracker. And I say that because he just gets hotter and hotter and hotter every time he comes up here, at least to me. So Love is Blind. I'd like to introduce the gentleman who helped me open this and make this world happen here. And I thank you, Mark Saffron. Please come to the stage for a few minutes. Would you do that for me? Would you do that for me, Mark?
Yeah. Yes. This is what age does to you. You gotta bring you.
Oh, stop it. You see how he's
You gotta use it like a walker. Yeah, I'm a little, disabled here, His thing is that over the years, I messed up my knees. You get a certain age and knees go. But I went in for the knee operation. All right. You go for an operation today in Los Angeles, you're gonna become a racist. You are, because all of the doctors, all right, weren't born here, only want your money, and went to Harvard. How do they all get into Harvard? I'll never understand how everybody went to Harvard Medical. So I went to the doctor to get my knee done. Tells me, oh, it's knee on, it's bone on bone. He was the most supercilious, arrogant bastard I've ever met in my life, and I cursed because he deserved it. Dr. Chen. Didn't like him. That's not his real name. I have to protect the innocent. All right. I'm the innocent. So on Broadway right now is a musical about Luigi Mangione. Now, you all are young enough to know he was the idiot that shot the head of United Healthcare. God knows why you're going to stalk a president of United Healthcare and shoot him. You should have gotten the head of Google. That's the enemy. And it reminds me of a movie called The President's Analyst. None of you have ever seen, but starring James Coburn, who you have no idea who he is. But the funny part about it was in those days, the enemy was the phone company. So there was the end scene where he's being chased by all the Secret Service, and it was Godfrey Cambridge. Anybody? Funniest of his age. Great comedian. Godfrey Cambridge, all 280 pounds of him, is chasing James Coburn, and they chase him into the phone company building, and you see all these people sitting there watching the president with wires in their back like robots. He's definitely ahead of its time. This man made funny movies ahead of his time, but I digress from my knee. So to get my knee operation, I had to go into the doctor. So I go into the doctor, and they find a heart problem. They send me across the street to the cardiologist. This is if you want to get good medical care in Los Angeles, you don't get it in Beverly Hills. No, you go to the Valley. You want to avoid UCLA or Cedars. In the Valley, all these doctors are there and they take insurance. Well, that's what you need. In network. I keep banging my kids. In network. They always seem to find somebody who's not in network. They don't care. They ain't paying the bill. So we go ahead and I get this doctor. He's in network. I got a whole bill for everything that was done. $30. That's all I've been charged because the insurance company covered everything because they can put it down as kind of a heart emergency. So we have to go back the next day, set up an appointment, right? And this is, guys, none of you are married or you're all divorced, one or the other. All right. If you're going, no matter what your age, if you're going to the doctor, especially for a heart condition, bring your wife. Because when you come home without her, they're going to say you're lying. You could be telling the absolute truth of what the doctor said, but you're lying. All right. I bring Sunda. All right. First thing that happens is they give me a stress test. You do not have to walk on that treadmill. All right. They will give you a stress test and they will chemically induce the same thing. You can do that stress test on your ass where you belong in a doctor's office, not running around like a mouse looking on something. Anyhow, they give me the stress test and then they said, well, you come back in an hour and a half. So we go out to lunch. You don't want to go out to lunch in a medical office building. There's a Subway and the guy's vomiting in the back into a bag. The good thing about it was Sunda was so put out, there was an extra sandwich. There were leftovers for dinner. All right. So we get there, and we have to come back for the next test. Guy comes in with a lead box. Now, what's in that lead box? It is radioactive isotopes. All right. They shot me through this radioactive isotopes. She's sleeping. God knows they have me on there, and there's a sound of the machine taking pictures 360 degrees of your heart. This is state of the art stuff, Or you only see this on the pit. All right. And that's the emergency room. So the day after I have to come back. Why did they send me back the day after? You think, oh, you can do these tests the next day. The radioactivity makes me sick as a dog. I could have sworn I was glowing. All right. All I know is I'm just sick. And it's a weird type of stomach sick. So I have to come back the next time. This time bring my daughter. And my daughter is 24. They don't play. So the guy comes in now and he's ready to inject me. I said, where's the box? And he says, oh, I don't have to carry that around when I'm in the same room. Puts me on the thing. He's going to take another picture. It gives me the radioactivity. Turns around to my daughter and says, are you pregnant? She looks at him like she's ready to fight. She thought he was talking about her weight. All right. So we come back and it's the day after again. And we're now getting the results. And we're sitting there and the doctor basically says, you're too fat. That's what it boiled down to. Lose weight. All right. So that way I was able to finally get Ozempic for $25. instead of 1,400. That's the difference between the insurance price where the whole world is paying for it and just ripping us off. You know. So I'm on the Ozempic, and then I'm losing weight pretty regularly, and then I realized I didn't have to do this. I just had a transition. Now you all ask, what do you mean transition? I looked in the mirror and I said to the world, I'm thin. People can look and say what they're all kinds of things, right? There was a woman who claimed Rachel Dolezal. She was the head of the NACP in some stupid state, claimed she was black for 20 years. No one knew the difference. Elizabeth Warren, all right? She claimed she was a Cherokee Indian. Really? They tested her blood. There was no Cherokee in it, but she did get that position at Harvard. She didn't care. And she made a couple of $1 million insider trading when she was in the Senate. So you think it's not funny, but here we are. I decided that I'm going to change my pronouns. I'm slim and thin. But you got to understand, you all are now obligated to accept my delusions. All right. If I say I'm green, you have to agree with me that I'm green. All right. That's the way it is. All right. So I'm going to close on this because Luigi Mangione is very funny in shooting the insurance companies. I mean, come on. I mean, the guy comes from a rich family, big rich family, What are you doing running around with a gun, shooting at people? All right. There's no real justification for that. Speaking of which, everybody's all bent about the war and, against Iran. All right. I don't really care, to be honest with you. It was going to happen sooner or later. I knew Trump was the one with the balls, though Hillary Clinton might have had a bigger set. I'm not kidding. All right. She's more like a man than the husband is. I heard him on his testimony and that gravelly voice of his, and all I'm thinking of, wasn't there a picture of you in a blue dress in Epstein's house? And not only that, aren't we a couple of weeks away from the anniversary of the blue dress? And you saying the same thing 40 odd years later? No, I did not have sex with that girl. No, because you figured she only gave you a BJ. So it's not sex, which is the same shit you pulled when they impeached you. All right. Some people never change their script. And Hillary's getting all pissed off and everything. I hear she brought in a makeup artist and had special lighting put in. Because she didn't want them to get her bad side. At her age, the way she looks, there's all bad sides. So I'm going to put it to you this way. If anybody's Jewish in the audience or in TV land, they know what the holiday of Purim is. This is the holiday of Purim. On Purim, the Persians, also known as Iranians, threatened to kill all the Jews. There was a guy there named Haman that was the enemy, and we tell the story once a year. It's a typical Jewish holiday, which all of you may not know. This is a Jewish holiday. They tried to kill us. They failed. Let's eat. All right. That's what we do. We got 3 of those holidays. One is Passover, where we escaped from Egypt, and the Egyptians got, God took care of the Egyptians in the river, Nile River for you guys. Then there's Hanukkah, where the Greeks tried it to us, and they got their asses kicked. And then there's Purim, where the Persians got their asses kicked. You can kick us all the time, but we'll kick back. So this time, I'm thinking to myself the other day, I said, the Israelis just couldn't resist the irony of attacking Iran on Purim. Have a good Purim.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Because we have people that are just everybody comes through here. So I know you probably said I didn't come here to watch Fox News. You're absolutely right. I had no idea what act he was going to do. But I will tell you that I have to play it safe when I fly. Okay, I'm not playing. When they come up to me, I just say one thing: Assalamu alaikum, no pork chops, no bacon. Pass the hummus Muhammad. That's what we got to do because it's kosher soul time, and we're bringing halal and kosher worlds together. We're going to open a restaurant. You guys are laughing, right? I wrote the book. They laughing. I wrote the book. You want to see it come? You want to give it to me? I see one for the camera. Someone told me I should do this because I should do this right now. But can you imagine how much time it took to do just my hair?
Yeah.
Just my hair. Not the cookbook, my hair. Because black hair, it's my burden. That's why it's a problem with sisters be dating interracially. You know what I mean? Because what's the first thing white boys want to do? They're like, hey, what about me? You jump in the shower. I'm like, not today. Not unless you want to bang a wet chia pet. I don't think so. They try to run your fingers through your hair, and then you come out of crip. You don't know what happened. Like, what happened? What? You're gonna believe this. I left my car on. That's why I ran out. And my brother, I forgot your name. Forgive me.
I'm Toby, but I came to watch.
Oh, baby, but you're just gonna come and introduce yourself. Let's break it in a little bit. Come on, Tony. Yes, sir. We want to hear what you hate about LA traffic too.
You guys. Hi everyone.
Hey.
My name is Toby. Toby like the slave.
Toby.
T name. Out of all the T names, there's 9 of us, and I got to get Toby. It could have been Tyler. It could have been Tonics. I could have been anything else. But she wanted to watch Roots and tell me that you are destined, no matter what you want to do, to be a comedian. I've been laughed at everywhere. I couldn't try to. Have you imagined trying to be a game banger? Hey, here come Toby. What about Dr. Toby? Nobody's performing on you, right? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I had no other choice to be small, black, unemployed, and tell a joke. All I can do. This is it. God, I was like, I pray every day, every Christmas, I'll be like, look, just one more inch. I just want to be one more inch taller. And then everybody would recognize me as something else. I can give me another name. You know, I could be something else. Javier. I'll be with time to win. You know, dream. Everybody can transform into something else, but I can't be another name. That's crazy, right? Girl, but I can't be, the white version of Toby. Have you ever seen a black Toby?
Never.
Never. See, that's what I'm saying. Now, that's why every time I go to all the interviews, they be like, like, yeah, we thought you was Toby McGuire. I'm like, no, I got 2 E's. They was unemployed. So I'm just trying to do my best. This was on the spur of the moment. I didn't write none of this stuff because I didn't really think I was gonna get up here.
I told you you would.
Again, my name is Toby, but my stage name is Matt Toby because I'm mad about being Toby. It all worked out. So thank you. Thank
Where
you.
can we find you?
Where can we find me?
On social media.
Right outside where that lady is.
Yo.
I'm like, you leave her alone. That is not right, man. Y'all better stop. She's nuts. Y'all laughing. I'm serious. I'm a veteran. I've been sleeping on the floor.
Oh, thank you for your service, bro.
Thank you. I'm poor now. So.
Oh, we don't fix that. Oh, I told you you're gonna go. Stop it. Nobody wants to listen to me.
All right.
They think I'm mad. And I call people back when they don't call back. He's like, hello? I was like, you didn't call me back on time. Look who's laughing now. Look who's laughing now. No matter what he says, everybody knows it's Billy Ramirez. Come to the stage. Let's do this. Billy!
¿Qué pasa, familia? Es un placer estar aquí con ustedes en la Escuela de Comedia Los Ángeles. Mark, es el otro botón. Sí. El otro, sí, el otro lado. Sí. That's the one. Thank you very much. Sorry, I've got a little language. Sorry, a little stick there. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell by the anything, but I am first generation Mexican American. ¿Qué pasa, familia? Ahora, I've never been able to do that goddamn whistle. If I could do that whistle everywhere I'd go, it would sound like an aviary. Fine, a bird store. We'll go with a bird store. Yeah, it's us Latinos, we come in a lot of different shapes, sizes, colors, and I like to consider myself more of an office Latino, which explains largely explains the skin tone, and it also tells you that I'm not the kind of Latino that's gonna like fix your transmission or re-roof your house or anything like that. I can put together a website or a PowerPoint a toda madre. That means just terrific. But yeah, well, actually, now that you know that I hablo español, I have a piece of Spanish trivia for you about the band Maroon 5. So check this out. I bet you didn't know this. It's gonna blow your calcetines right off. Did you know that the band Maroon 5 has a different name in Latin American countries? Did you know that? Yeah. In Latin American countries, Maroon 5 is known as cinco putos. And that's true because I saw it on Wikipedia when I put it there. What's that? Another band joke? Sure. How about this one? You know, my favorite thing about the band Mumford and Sons is that we know exactly who to blame. All right. So, LA School of Comedy has been a great place to come and do comedy. I'm right now. I'm like purposely trying to explore the space here because when I first started, I used to rush through all my sets, and I'm just trying to be a little more professional on all that, and also it helped me realize that I've struggled with anxiety and confidence issues my entire life, and it's a therapy. But also, if you don't want to do therapy, just go to your local open mic, the stand-up comedies. So yeah, you'll figure it out. So I learned that I struggle with confidence and anxiety issues my entire life, and I think through comedy, I figured out exactly why that is. I think it's because I was raised under the rule of La chancla. Right. I don't know if you're familiar with what la chancla is. But for some mothers, it's a piece of footwear, like a sandal, slash or a disciplinary device. And my mom was lethal with it. All right. So she knew all the classics, the front hands, the face, and the back hands, and the back side. But she knew more advanced techniques, more terrifying techniques, like for example, she knew how to deploy La Chancla long range. Okay. So if I was in my room playing Super Mario Kart, I'm an OG since '92, was killing it with Koopa Troopa. And she invented something in her mind that she thought I was screwing around. From around the corner would come a chancla and then just smack me upside the and then it would return to her. And I never figured out how she learned how to do that. Like as far as I know, she never went to Australia or even met an Australian, but somehow she managed to turn herself into Chancla Dundee, like call that this is a chancla, I know that's an old reference, but so am I. Yeah, so and but you know, no one wants to hear like a middle-aged man complain about their parents. Like my mom and my dad, they did their best. They tried their best. But at the same time, I'm a middle-aged man trying stand-up comedy. So at the same time, somebody's best could be a C minus. Okay. And then sometimes I wonder, like, what heights could I have reached if I had taken fewer chanclas growing up? Fewer chanclas smacks. Which, by the way, chancla smacks are part of a delicious, nutritious Latino breakfast. You can find chancla smacks in the cereal aisle next to honey nut pendejos. Yeah, and special que pasa cabron. Anyways, anyway, I don't know. That's mildly clever. Maybe I could have been a VP of marketing at some Fortune 500 company. Uh, but instead, I right now I've got 4 different side hustles right now. They're all main hustles, trying to get by. Like one of which is doing moving work, which is fine because it brings in money. But also sometimes I don't feel Mexican enough, so it's nice to do some manual labor now. So yeah, so yeah, this is the part of the set I'm trying to figure out. Like, what part? I know the ending, but like this next to last joke, like what's the one I do here? I'm gonna all right. I'm gonna try to do 2 things at once. All right. Yeah. So I mentioned, my parents, they did their best. They sent both my brother and I to college. We both graduated. But meanwhile, my brother went on to become a successful architect in Honolulu, and I ended up graduating with the most default fallback degree there is. Anyone care to guess what that is? Communications. That's right. Yes. Surprise. Yeah, and degree is so disrespected. The Simpsons made fun of it while I was studying for it, and I ignored the warnings. Like I've ignored just the fact that I'm a middle-aged man trying comedy means I've ignored all the warnings. Anyway, so yeah. So in this episode of The Simpsons, titled "The Faith Off," the kicker for Springfield University injures his leg in the big rivalry game, and in the locker room, Dr. Julius Hibbert tries to comfort him, and he tells him. Oh, I'm afraid you'll never play football again. At least you can fall back on your degree in communications. Oh, dear Lord, no. And the kicker goes, yes, I know he's a funny major. Lubchenko learned nothing. Well, Well, that joke is finally funny to me after about 25 years because it is said that comedy is tragedy plus time, and well, enough time has passed, and comedy, the tragedy is the communication degree. Yeah. But I still think there's time to find my dream job. To be honest with you, comedy is my third favorite. Third one. Oh shit! All right, 2 minutes. Fucking all right. All right, I'll go to my closing. Anyways, let's skip that. Forget that. Anyway, here in LA, going back to the anxiety and confidence thing. Here in LA, a city that's designed to just shatter your ego, basically, right? Every now and then, I still get to feel confident. Okay, that's whenever I walk into a Mexican restaurant, a taqueria, and I overhear someone order something like a chicken quesadilla, chicken idas, chimichangas, or something like that. By the way, it's a tragedy that the singer Celia Cruz and the actor Eric Estrada never teamed up for anything. They could have had a variety show called Chips and Salsa. Right. Yeah, that one's on the house. But anyways, when I hear someone order all funky like that, and then it's my turn to order, I just cannot resist basically auditioning for a telenovela that nobody's shooting. So all of a sudden, my posture gets good, and I temporarily am able to grow a mustache. And ¿qué tal, preciosa? Could be a dude, I don't care. Belleza, mi reina. En este momento, yo deseo 3 tacos de carne asada, 2 churros y una Fanta. Gracias, por favor, muy amable, buen provecho. Que Dios te bendiga. When I'm feeling extra confident, I'll throw out some bonus words like crepúsculo y ferrocarril and whatever, and all that means is just, twilight and railroad. And it doesn't mean any tacos. It's just dumb. But anyways, my point is like, whenever I get a chance to hablar español, I just can't resist going completely overboard and basically turning into a Latino reporter. I don't know if anyone still watches the news, but if you do, pay attention to any reporter, particularly those whose last name ends in EZ, like Ramirez, because there's a very good chance they're going to take any and every opportunity to celebrate the rich cultural tapestry of the Spanish language. And that's how I hablo español, like a Latino reporter wrapping up a segment. Something like, police don't have any further information on the suspect reporting live from Rancho Santa Margarita. This is Gustavo Gutierrez. El mero mero más chingón, tú sabes, güey, for ABC 7 News. Back to you, Nancy. Thank you. My name is Billy Ramirez. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at middle-aged muchacho. And at BillyRamirez.com. Please welcome back to the stage our comedy queen, no star.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you. Did I even talk about my cookbook? I just showed you, right?
Yeah.
For the joke. My God, let me tell you something. We just have a wonderful world. The generations are wonderful. I want you to see, this is your comedy concierge who we work together.
God, are they bending over? Oh my God.
Well, just don't do it in jail.
I know.
Now here's what's happening. That's not attractive. But I will tell you, it was very interesting working with those kids with their runny noses, and
Oh my God.
and one was in a relationship already. He was all up in a man's stack. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I've never seen anything like that. It was like that movie that my kids don't want me to see. Like, I haven't seen that.
Oh,
movie.
he rivalry.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm gonna watch it, I live that stuff. Let me tell you something. I don't care what anybody say, man. Let me tell you, when you have love for a community, there's nothing you can do about it. No, I'm in the We family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been with this in my community. And it's just so crazy when, we're all having fun. Like, you guys are too young for Paradise and places like that. Studio 54, Lake Richard, friends with you. And they get in a fight and they turn into really like, come on, what you talking? I mean, you're wearing glitter. You can't wear glitter and box, can you? Can you really knock a bitch out? And he did. Right there. I'm gonna knock this bitch out. And he did. 6'4" versus 6'7". It was undeniable. And I didn't want to break my acrylic nails. Back then they were acrylic nails. You guys don't know about nails. You guys don't know. Like, I'm so old school. I opened for Robin Williams, but now I'm so new school that I'm introducing to you Raheem Williams, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, guys. How do I take this? All right. We're gonna do a little comedy today, right? So I had actually recently just got back from LA, right? You know, I actually have a girlfriend here. So everybody knows it's hard when you're meeting your girlfriend's dad, right? I come to the park, I see my girlfriend's dad, and you know, it's like small talk because it's like he's looking at you and you don't want him to know that, like, I guess all you care about is sex. That's not what you want to let him know. So we're here, we're talking. I'm trying to think about like, how am I gonna relate? How am I gonna relate to him? So then first thing, sports, right? Bring up sports, bring up basketball, and the whole time it's like we got like a masculine ego kind of, and the dad he's like talking about football and all this and that, and I'm like, yeah, football, Patriots, yeah. The whole time I know nothing about that. I don't even watch football. I'm a basketball guy, right? But it's important to relate. I like to relate because the girl thinks it's important, right? Man, it's crazy, man. I know a lot about women. I know about Asian women. I know Brazilian women. I know about Haitian women, white women. Jeez, I was in Asia, right? Old white guy, 40 years old. No business being in Asia, right? Comes up to me telling me like, hey, me, you look like you know what to do. He's like, what's some spots to go out around here? I tell him, I'm like, I don't know if you want to run with me, man. Like, I don't know about this. All white guy, glasses, working finance, lives in California, just on a trip. I'm like, I don't know if you want to run with me. He's like, I can hang. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna go out. True story. We in Korea. I take him to Hongdae, right? Place, tons of 18 through 23-year-old girls wearing nothing. And I'm telling them, like, are you sure this is your crowd, right? Whole fucking time we get in there, and I keep thinking he's trying to relate to me a little. I'm like, I don't know. We get to the table, we take a couple of shots. Asian girl's right there. All of a sudden I see like his world kind of change a little bit. New man. He like to the window, to the wall. Just chilling with the Asian girls. I'm like, yo, like, that girl is too young. That girl's too young. Of course she's of age, but it's just weird seeing like him trying to fit in and stuff and smiling. Whole time he's telling me, he's like, yo, let's do a two man. I'm like, brother, relax. I'm just here so you don't get beat up. Chill. Chill. And it almost fucking happened. We freaking go to get some food. And it's funny, right? I'm just letting white people be white people. I'm not getting involved. A British kid talks to him and they start talking shit and heckling, and I'm staying out of it. I'm like, this is white people stuff, man. I'm over here. You guys freaking do whatever. So I guess the young white kid he was telling me, he was like, yeah, she just call him an old bastard and stuff. Just randomly, right? So the thing is, and I never knew, like, this insult still applies as you get older. The young white kid tells me, he's like, that's why you get no pussy. And I'm like, bro, he's 40. 40 out here. Like, how does pussy still equate when you're older? Shit, like, ask him how big his house is. Ask him how much kids he got. Shit, why you making fun of him getting pussy? Yeah, yeah, but yeah, that's crazy, man. Girls are crazy. What else am I gonna talk about? I'm 24. All I know is about girls, right? And it's funny. I usually I usually don't like to make fun of myself, but I usually get made fun of a lot because I have like short, like weird, kinky hair, right? But it's funny because I met a chick that actually had shorter hair than me. So I'm chilling. I'm in the bed with her chilling. I'm like, damn, having short hair is fucking ugly. I'm over here trying to freaking make love to her. I'm like, oh man, it's crazy, man. Yeah, crazy in LA. So the funny thing is, right? I grew up in the suburbs. So and I date a girl that lives in Inglewood, South Central. Crazy combo. And it's hard to relate a little bit, right? Whole time I'm like, oh shit, you remember Zach and Cody and shit? She's like, Zach and Cody? Whole time she just start twerking the random shit. She in the car twerking, and I'm just like, bitch, shit down. Fucking screaming and shit, bro. It'd be hard to relate, especially when I get to those freaking gatherings with her family and her dad and her mom. They fucking hate me. I don't know why, man. I guess they said I don't talk when I get in the house. I walk in the house, everybody fucking sleeping. Anybody working here?
Right?
Anybody got a job? Yeah, man. Funny. How much time do I have left?
You have 2 minutes. I'm sorry. I wrote it down because
Yeah, man, but freaking exploring the hood in LA is weird too. Yesterday I was eating at a food spot. Freaking young ass motherfucker. And I thought since I grew up in the suburbs, I used to watch a lot of like movies about it. And I'd always see these black kids on the bike and shit riding around causing trouble. Motherfucker pulls up on me in the window and start making fun of me and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Over here, motherfucker. I walk outside and he starts freaking taunting me and stuff. I'm like, holy shit. I feel like I'm in an Ice Cube movie. Now I know what he was talking about. That shit was fake the whole time. But yeah, man, LA's a great place. Anyways, guys, thank you for your time. You can find me at LokiRara, LokiRara.
I want to hear it again.
LokiRara.
There you go. You know why? Because we're gonna hear a lot more. I can stand you never hear me. We're gonna do all that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this workshop, guys. You hear me? You guys gotta get ready. There's a lot of talent in this room, and I hate to preach, but luckily I'm with a group that appreciates to hear something like that. Have you guys done anything about Montreal Comedy Festival or any of those festivals yet? There's going to be a time that if when we work together, we're going to do things because you got it all. The food's right in front of you. Jason Ham does the best podcast. Now we've upped the game with new cameras. You're a director. You're going to be doing stuff. You were doing it near. Let me tell you. You know what the job is? 99% is showing up, and you're here. And we talked. I'm telling you, didn't talk. He said we didn't talk. I mean, I'm old. I can't remember. I can talk. But I just want to say, when you post, you should be posting. Just you got to get into these. We have to bring comedy back. You got to know something. AI cannot steal from you, baby. None of y'all. They can't mess with us because these are our brains, our experiences, and they don't know. That you saw your uncle in a pair of heels in a dress. Kidding. He said he was doing it for Parim. I said, but you're on the black side of the family. Ah. So I'm going to bring up. Let me just tell you this. I'm all today. We were working with kids. Okay, let's just begin. Let's just begin with this. You guys got to be nice to kids. They need love. They need attention, and they need to get off the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to get off the phone because they can't. They can't. They just can't. I'm dying up here, and that's okay. I just want to make sure. This is what I have to say. When you yawn, Mark, I know you can't hear it because you have the earphones on, right? You think I'm picking on him. You think I'm picking on him. I'm stalling him. And then Billy Ramirez, who has a set that's flawless, okay? Gets up here and says, what was I going to say? I was like, Billy from over there. He thinks I nag him too. But if I don't nag you, that means I don't love you. So you're going to get a lot of nagging because we got to get these events straight. You guys got to get up there. How was that intro for you, Raheem?
I was nervous.
Because it was a professional intro like that. You got something like that. You save the clip, and then you put it to something else. You know what I mean? Like something that's sneaky. That's that SBD shit. Silent Deadly. I got all these fucking tricks right for nothing. I'm just trying to help people be funnier and happier, and that's why I want you to see that sometimes I have a son by the name of Simon Anderson's here, isn't he, Simon? Where are you?
All right.
Let's do it.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
Good looking group of guys here. You guys could be ugly. I'd never tell you. I drive a shitty car, and have you guys ever heard of the Jeep wave? People who drive Jeeps, they wave to each other. I like to wave to other people with shitty cars. Somebody, like sun damage on their roof or the hood's a different color. I wave to him, and I'm just like, yeah, life, yeah, it's pretty bad, yeah. Some people's cars have all the bells and whistles, and if you're driving slow in front of me, I'll try to honk, but it will sound like a bell and or a whistle. Why are we deporting immigrants? The furries are still here. Do you guys hear? They're trying to ban pajamas at airports in Tampa, Florida, of all places. Because no place says professionalism like Tampa, Florida. And Tampa's not even Miami. That's like saying, that's like taking a trip to California and being like, honey, pack a nice outfit. We're gonna drive through Sacramento. He said I like Sacramento. I only drove through actually. I never actually seen the city. I'm trying to work out, these days you gotta stay fit. And my whole life I've never been like the biggest guy, but I've always been a level of chubby where like, if I was mad at my family growing up and I was like, I'm going on a hunger strike, nobody was like, no, don't do it. Oh yeah, I see people. You go down to Santa Monica, you see people running with their dogs. I love seeing people run with their non-running dogs. I'm from Seattle. Like, it rains a lot. Like, you only run your dog if it's like, antsy to get outside. Like, people here, they're just like dragging their pugs through the sand. You know, I grew up with a pug, and well, my mom remarried, and the guy came with a pug, so technically a step pug. But to me, he was like a real pug. And he used to look at me and he would go, which means we may not be blood, we're family. Epstein files are big news. There's it's hard to know what's real and what's fake with the Epstein files. I just like how they're defending Epstein in the news. They're like, I like how they're defending Epstein in the news. They're like, Epstein was trafficking girls as young as 14 years old. They're like, well, John, I can't get my teenagers to do anything. Nobody wants to work anymore. All they want to do is buy Labubu's and watch TikTok. I grew up religious, and like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I thought that was like, listen to your dad and get some sunlight, and the Holy Spirit's like invisible and all around. I was like, God, you can't be three things. Like, I'm a busy guy. Pick one thing. Like, you can't. I I have a little sister, and it's funny watching like, a little kid grow up. One time she goes, there's this kid in my class named Bitch. And I said, that can't be right. I go, you sure his name's not Mitch? Nobody's name is Bitch. She goes, yeah, Uncle has a friend named Bitch. He talks to him all the time. He goes, what's up, Bitch? I guess we're at war now. That's fun, right? I just like how they're like Operation Epic Fury. Like, who the fuck is running our country? Like, we're launching Operation Awesome Sauce. If Jesus came back today, do you think like the angels would have like historical context, like history? Do you think they would be like, the baby's the son of God, and you shall name him Adolf, and be like, boy, I wouldn't. Talking to an angel would be fun. I'd be like, is Angel a well-paying job? They'd be like, yeah, it's all right, but we got lots of shares of the IPO, of heaven. We actually use crypto in heaven. You guys use crypto in heaven?
Wow.
Really? And he goes, yeah, why? What's crypto on earth? I'm like, mostly scams.
Right.
Okay, that's all I got tonight.
Wow.
My name is Simon Anderson, and you can find me at simon.sofunny on Instagram.
Yes,
I gotta get mine.
Simon. Or so, Simon, are you Swedish? I'm just curious.
I am Swedish, Irish, all the whites. Yeah.
Wow. Woo. How did I guess that?
Yeah.
All the whites. Now you're probably wondering why I keep running outside. I left the car on and running. Can I have a piece? Stupid, right?
Yeah.
But I've been doing stupid all day because I'm working with kids. You know what I'm saying? Like stupid.
Stupid.
I was so stupid. She watched me. Jason would have been so mad.
Jason would have been fantastic. He would have been like, wow.
No, he wouldn't. 'Cause he would think he had to pick me up when I call.
She felt a lot. It was a lot.
It was a big thing.
Yeah.
It was a big thing, and you know, nobody wants to hear that. They don't want to hear about those kids, but we gotta do something with them because we gotta make some money.
Yes.
They say things you're not hearing from other people. They're like, lady, you know, you got a mustache. Oh my God, what you say, you don't, because they're telling the truth. Oh my God. I said, okay. And then you hear, Ma. And I'm like, what? I go, what rhymes with mom? It's so much fun. It just must be. Or if Sharma, who is here. Come on, Nancy, let's do it. Woo! Look at this. Everybody's going Bollywood.
You round of applause for Sunda.
What? Oh, bless you.
Every time you hear a gas makes me think I'm actually funny and it's myself. And round of applause for Simon. You guys are handsome. Wow. Especially you, Simon.
Oh.
Is that type of porn?
Do we leave the room?
No. Seriously, man. I mean, I was pretty sick. He came up, did like 5 minutes, like of just straight, like solid jokes, and came off stage super efficient. I appreciate that.
Yes.
8 index cards are just killing it. That's great.
Yes.
The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. That reminded me of a joke I used to be writing. Is my friend in college. You guys ever meet someone who's like religious but like performatively? You know, like like so in your face, and they're like he would do every fucking chance he got. He was fucking doing this shit, and he added like this thing at the end. I was like, dude, just no one fucking gives a shit. Like, every meal, you'd be trying to talking to him, and some like I remember one time he left his socks on the floor. He was messy as fuck. We were roommates, and I'm like, there were like 8 socks on the floor at one point, and I'm just staring at him. We're about to go to bed. I'm like, dude, you think you can get your socks? And he's just like in the middle of the. Anyways, see if there's anything else. Okay. So I went back home recently. I was visiting my parents. They live on the East Coast, and my grandpa just moved in with my parents, which is cool because you know I get to see him a lot more. You know, he's doing well. He's 92, and he still has hobbies, which is like amazing to me. It's truly inspiring. Like right now, he's learning how to paint for the first time, which is crazy because like dude. How are you still here? How the fuck are you? How are you getting out of the house? Like I'm barely getting out of the house. Like what? Your wife is dead, and like you're going to fucking art class. Like I don't know. I mean, sometimes he'll be like, sometimes he'll be like, alright. I mean, he'll be like, oh, I just want to die so that I can see my wife again. And I was like, are you sure? Because your paintings are getting better. Seems like you're here to stay, dude. I don't know. You're moving on to acrylic. Now I love my grandpa. No. Let's see. People were always asking me. It's really annoying. People were always asking me like, Ernev, what do you think about polyamorous people? People always ask me that. Really annoying. I'll tell you guys. I think, and it's just my opinion. So you know, just like grain of salt. Just my opinion. I think that me personally, I think it's disgusting. I think praise the Lord. I think no, I'm kidding. Like I just personally couldn't do it because it's disgusting. I didn't get a chance to meet some polyamorous people for the first time though. I moved to LA recently, and my girlfriend, it was her friends from college, right? And honestly, just like hella nice people, like really kind, easy to talk to, and yeah, just like some of the best sex I've had. Not playing, but like
we did talk about polyamory. It does come up. They love talking about it. And I did tell them like I don't think I could do it. And one of them actually did get upset at me. She looked at me. She was like, "Oh, so are you like a jealous person then?" And I thought about that. I think she got me, dude. I think if if me not wanting my girlfriend to get railed by other men makes me a jealous person, I might just be like a tad bit jealous. I don't know. I mean, it's a problem. It's a problem, and I'm hoping that with like enough time and effort, that one day my girlfriend can have sex with other men if I'm strong enough. If I'm strong enough. Um, I hate flying. I'm one might say I'm an anxious flyer. Anyone else here an anxious flyer?
Sure.
Sure. Sure. She's not sure. I'm an anxious flyer. I don't like turbulence. I'll say it. I not for me. I prefer when the vehicles I'm in do not shake. That's the kind of vehicle I like. I don't know. Do you guys see that sometimes a pilot will like warn you? Like they'll tell you ahead of time. They'll be like, "Hey, we're gonna be passing through a few clouds here. Expect a little turbulence." Can we go around? It's the sky, right? Like they're infinite. We can go around. I'm pretty sure there's other ways to get to our destination. Um, also, if you're gonna do that shit, be consistent because if I don't hear about a single fucking bump, I'm assuming we're going down. Like you better fucking tell me this shit. Yeah, no, I think turbulence was a fatal flaw in the design of the aircraft. I think the Wright brothers, when they were like laying on top of their planes, they should have been like, "All right, how do we get this shit to stop shaking? It's making me anxious." um, nah, dude, I get hella anxious. I think really illogical shit when I'm in the sky. Like my brain goes into weird places. Like I recently, like one of them is like if I see like when I'm boarding the plane, if I see a lot of like kids, I'll think that's good because I don't think God would take down the plane that has more kids on it, right? I think there's a linear relationship with the number of children to likely the probability of crashing, right? I think, and I should say, like I'm agnostic, right? Which means I don't really care if God exists or not. But like when I'm 30,000 feet in the air, I care a little. I care a little. I I don't know. I was on a plane the other day. I saw it was like a middle school field trip. I didn't even buckle my seatbelt. Now there's so many kids on that flight. I have no idea why there's so many kids. I think we're going to Island or something. I don't know if that one would work. um, let's see. Another one that I get is if I'm scrolling through the movies and I see the movie selection is like pretty shitty, I'll start feeling more anxious. Like if we couldn't afford I was looking through the movie selection, they only had Mission Impossible 2. Like I've never seen Mission Impossible 2. That's the only one you could afford. Like where else are we sparing costs? I don't see it. Do I have anything else? How much time do I have?
2.
2 minutes? Okay, I'll end on this one. Did you guys hear that protein powder has lead in it? Anyone here see that study? Hey, a couple people? Yeah, nah, dude, that's not good. That's not good. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I partake. Yeah, no, but I feel like this shit was gonna happen. I mean, have we seen the shit we're doing with protein nowadays? I was at Target. They're putting it in sparkling water. Oh shit, Siri? Wow. Okay. They put it in sparkling water, and I'm buff and protein powder, and no, but no, I feel like have you guys seen the protein powder flavors? It's fucking ridiculous. Like the other day, I had a birthday cake. Not even cake, birthday cake. 50 grams of protein. Yeah, no, I don't think you could do that without lead. There's got to be a price to pay for this shit, dude. I mean, if I'm fucking meal prepping with birthday cake, like, I'm pretty sure I'm not. I can only assume there's lead in it. Though I fucked that one up. So yeah, I kind of saw this shit coming, but I'll tell you what though, I'd do it again. Yeah, I mean, come on, a little bit of lead to look this good. There's always a sacrifice. All right, cool. I'll end there. Thank you, guys.
Where can we find you?
Yeah, handled Sharma. You guys have to guess the spelling.
What? Thank you. I'm sorry my phone went off, guys. You guys help me. You know what? It's so bad. I'm trying to post you guys. I'm trying to. That's why
It's
can
true.
you help yourselves?
How?
How?
Yes.
I think if Billy, what should they do then? They should post on TikTok here. We're doing a TikTok Tuesday. We're starting a
Yes.
TikTok show here. So you guys might as well know that now because it has to be different. When I say different, I mean I don't want to get banned because they have given us an offer to feature us. And I'm, this is your life too. You feel me? All that other stuff any other night, but I have a relationship going back, and it's time for us to use it. It's time for us to use it. So if you have any knowledge, by the way, if you guys got any social media, not because you know something, you can learn from each other all the time. People, it's nobody knows what anybody can possibly know. Would you ever think that I can't use this phone? You guys all know this, but do you know that I could rig up your house for overt and covert surveillance? I am P. Diddy's dream. I was the friggin' manager of Spy Tech, and I did the voiceover. Do you have a need to know? Call 1-800-SPY-TECH when you have a need to know. I had cameras in grist boxes. Y'all don't know women crazy. And then after they get the evidence, they cook them grits. And then they wait till your ass come out the shower. So that's why you gotta put, some cocoa butter on so it can slide off. They flick it. That's how they do it. You talk about chocolate or whatever, they go, they flick it, burn it. I know that because I got a colored mother and I got them burns. All right. I don't know why I suddenly became very, but I want to make sure that everyone understands that this is really a village of people who want to do well. I know you might hear people say, "Oh, I don't really do this. It's a hobby." Believe me, if you're on this stage, you love what you do, and if you don't, then you shouldn't be here. Love what you do, baby, and do what you love. And this is what we love. This is entertainment. This is show business, and a lot of things would not be possible without people helping me and without this young lady who's trying to kill me today with these kids. Okay. And then have me up here working. But without her, I just don't know where I'd be. I'd be lost because I'd be saying, what do I say wrong all the time? Oh, yeah. I'm always saying it wrong. I say,
Stop it.
yes. But if she says they're coming, right? How many? When you're cooking, think about it. Right?
Right.
Right. Wait a minute, you're confused, Toby.
I don't know how to cook, so I don't know.
Right, I know, but it's okay, it's okay. But she makes everything right. She corrects me and she beats me after the show. And I love her to death. And please, darling, give it up for your comedy concierge, the one and only Samantha Winter. Yeah. But email in here.
Who is that? It's not me.
Right.
It's me, guys. I'm sorry I was late. Me and Cinda were shaping the future. So that's a big deal. I'm not talking about like getting inseminated. No, that's crazy. We're not like we're doing the opposite end of pregnancies. No, I'm kidding. No, we were doing like teaching kids about comedy and about performing. And that's so awesome. It's so crazy because it's like kids are just as bad as adults. Like you think that they would be worse, but sometimes they're up there and I'm like, fuck, I should have thought of that. He's 4, like he's this many, and I'm like, oh my gosh. There is an act out like I've never seen before. And you think that come on in.
Thank you.
No, for sure. You've missed actually nothing. I came in weird, so I'm so glad you came in now, honestly. Because you would think I've been confident in killing for the 20 seconds you missed massage. But we can pretend. We could pretend. I'm from LA. Anybody else? Yeah, LA, like LA. Stop it. Have you ever met somebody and I'm like, oh, like they're like, oh, I'm from LA, and they're like, where? Or I say, oh, where? And they say Sacramento. So if you're saying like me, like that's LA to me, like Sacramento, like that's a different place. When you're a kid growing up in California and they're like Sacramento's the capital, and then you watch Lady Bird, it's like it's nothing. I love this city. I do love working with kids. They are not an easy audience. That's what I wanted to say.
No.
I've never been rejected more. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like I feel like a mother, like the kind of guilt that I put on them. I looked at a group of them once, and I just said, "You're so lucky." Like I'm not born in the 2000s. And, you know, I was like, "You're so lucky." They're like, "For what?" And I was like, "You know, they didn't know. They were just making bracelets. Like I don't know." I hate to see bullying. Bullying is like a crazy B word. It makes me want to play them movies, but they would just laugh. It's so crazy. It's like I can't talk about bullying. I'm scared to get bullied by the bullies. They're 10, but they're smart. They're quick-witted. I'm saying you don't want them at the open mics, but we do. But it's just more competition. It's true. Has anybody ever worked retail?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, it's like I'm at school. Oh my god. I wish people did that at school. Let me do an impression of what school's like. It was crazy. Was it not crazy? So
Explain it.
basically, it's like 40 kids in a room. And I'm like, they're all wearing backpacks. All of them are open. All of them are open. A jacket's coming out. Crumbs are coming out. I don't have any homework. No shit. No shit. You have nothing. You have nothing. You have mud under your fingernails. And we just went to the bathroom. That's impressive. That's crazy. You have nothing in your backpack. You have 10 gems that I thought were in my cart. You know what I mean? Like, that's impressive. Where's your homework? They get so upset. It's an after school program. So they go, it's homework. We're supposed to do it at home. And I'm like, don't do that. Like, what do you want me to be like? School's home too. Like, it's all one home. Like, I'll sit them down. I'll be like, you know what? Homework's not going to end. You think I didn't give you the homework. Like, please, let's just do it together. I'm like, copy. No, I'm kidding. We had so much fun though. They do love to be silly and perform. And it's crazy because they're so scared of being embarrassed. And so is everybody on stage. And yet we do this to ourselves, you know? So there's really no excuse. For them, I'm like, you're a kid. It's fine. And then with me, I'm like, well, it's different. It's different. I can go on stage and they can go on stage and they can go on Roblox and I can't go on Roblox. Like legally, they should not be on Roblox. If I was on Roblox, Susano, so this, if I was on Roblox, I wouldn't know what to do. I would not know what to do. I love them. Oh, working retail. I used to work at a really important American business, a Bath and Body Works. And you guys would be so shocked. Like people come from all over the effing world to smell like champagne toast. like for real. Like it's so crazy. And then they think I'm so special for working there because I would always put reindeer ears for Christmas. Like I'm that kind of Jew. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, I need it. Like I never had it. Like when I was a kid, everybody would be like, you have 8 days of Hanukkah. And I'm like, 8 days of Hanukkah is my mom being like, the other kids don't get 8 days of presents, so you think you should get, they get one night. I'm like, they get one night, they get all the movies. Like, stop. And you gave me days of the week underwear. Like, what do you mean? Like, please, you know I'm a mess. You know I'm wearing Sunday on a Wednesday. I don't know. I was like, is this like a gift for somebody else? Like, this is not very me. That shit's crazy. Your underwear says Sunday and it's a Wednesday. So I should talk a little bit about the females, but I didn't realize there was no other women here. I'm just one of the guys. I like forgot. I'm honestly like, oh, seriously. My Uber driver, I said, do you think I have an LA accent? He turned around. He was like, you're funny. And I was like, that's crazy. You could really tell I was from LA. And I didn't know I sounded like that. Like I went on a date and he let me know. And I'm like, that's crazy to say that. Like you think you say it after. I'm like, we're on the, like, that's crazy. But honesty's so great. What were you saying about meeting the dad and you just want them to know that you just want to, I had the opposite where I was like, he wants to marry me. Like, I don't know if I'm ready. I was like, look at his shoes, dad. Like, he's all in. Like, please, please. He loved me. He loved me. He would wear the shoes that had the toe slots. Where it's like, it's love. Like, we're just here. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, this is like forever. And obviously it wasn't. You know, it's hard to date a comedian. I feel sorry for everybody who dates us. Because we're obviously like in so many relationships, right? Comedians are always dating. What are we saying about dating apps? And if you're not trying jokes on dating apps, you're doing something wrong. Every single bitch you match with, you should be doing a premise. You want a female audience. You want fan girls. Okay? You want like One Direction type shit. What Matt Rife could have had. I'm sorry.
Oh.
He's funny. He could have had that. Oh my God, the women loved him. What happened?
What happened?
What happened? He didn't need the plastic surgery. Oh, I'm sorry.
What happened?
I'm sorry.
Please.
But I love LA. I loved coming back from New York to LA. And I was like, the faces are tighter, but also like it was so crazy. Like I really felt it. I was like, people in New York, like they're just wearing clothes to kind of survive the weather. Like we don't have to think about weather, so we have to think about like eyebrows slanting. Like we create shit to think about so we can get ready. All you need to do in LA is put a shirt and shorts on. That's it. Every single day, you're fine. New York, they're like, let me get my cold stuff on, whatever. And then in LA, it's like, hey guys, here is my very short, compacted, 30-minute get ready with me routine. First, I peel my prickly pear, and I'm like, this is crazy. First, I go to my cactus garden, and I take like it's too much. But I admire it. I admire it. I admire all the women I sound like, and the language of which I speak, and the matcha of which I won't drink. You know what I mean? In another life. But I love you guys. What a great day we had. Sunda really had magic with the kids. I have to say that. It was really special. And also it's like, damn, like you guys really like her more than me. Like I'm like, I'm your mother. Like I felt like really crazy. But we had so much fun. They really liked using their imagination. So if you're a parent and you want to do comedy and you're like, what do I do with my kids? Mom's on the mic and kids on the mic.
Right.
You know, like obviously everybody has a podcast, so why can't first graders? Why can't first graders? Why can't first graders?
Right.
You know? So I do want to bring her back up.
Okay.
The woman who I called her all day. I was like, she's my teacher. And they were like, dang, like I don't know, like teacher's teacher. That's your grand teacher. No, I'm kidding. The woman who makes it happen, Cindy Crinquist, everybody.
Thank you. I can't take it out. I can't turn the camera around.
What is this? Instagram?
No, it's TikTok.
Oh.
Oh.
We are live.
Oh, we are so live. If you dare, are we still having fun, guys? That's what I want. No, because it was a rough beginning, but you see what I did there? I was trying to get this together, and I gotta tell you, I feel like I'm in a nice little space here. I think the vibe is really good. We are in a really good, funny chamber. So I want to bring up the comedy of Mr. Ricky Chamber.
Yeah. All right. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Good.
I'm actually really glad to be here. You know, I want to give a shout out to Sundar and LA Comedy School for signing my parole papers. You know what I mean? So this is part of community service for me. I'm up here doing my community service, paying my restitution, and getting a little therapy at the same damn time. You feel me?
Yeah.
So just bear with me for a minute, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, my parole officer suggested that I would either pick up papers or come talk to y'all. I decided to come talk to y'all. With picking papers. You know what I'm saying? So I when I got out of jail the first time, and they told me either do your time or do some comedy shit. So I did 30 days. That's why soon they ain't see me in a month. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you know, I got married. Like the last time I was here, I told everybody she shot me. True story. She shot me twice. I'm still trying to figure out why. I thought I was a perfect husband. I mean, I don't know who the girl in the bathroom was. I just don't know. I mean, I'm gonna stick to my story. You know what I mean? I didn't know who the girl in the bathroom was, but I got 2 shots in the ass. You know, so you gotta be careful who you let in your house. You know what I mean? So, hey man, it's been a long 4 years. I've been divorced for 4 years, and she's still looking for me. I keep looking out my window and seeing bitches driving past her house. I'm like, is that motherfucker right there? And sure enough, I got a motherfucker throwing a big ass rock through my window. I don't even know how she found me. I think she still got me on GPS, obviously. So, again, this is my second time on stage. So I'm freestyling it, ladies and gentlemen. You know, my ex-wife used to always say, "Baby, I lost 10 pounds." I'm like, "No, you did this right there." I'm like, I don't know where you think you lost it because if it was back there, it's now it's up in the front. Yeah, I mean, she had like 4 bellies. I'm sorry. You want to care for a lot. When I met her, she didn't look like that. Yeah, 3 kids later and 2 donuts. She walking around looking like the penguin. Well, ladies and gentlemen, next time I'm going to write a set. And thank you for having me. And have a good night. And you probably still right here at As soon as I get up the young lady with the orange phone so she can do my whole hookup. And welcome back to the stage to Sundar.
All right. Woo. Man, that's when we gonna become famous. I get shot.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I got a cane in the car, but I'm trying to look cool.
Man,
Look,
right? Right.
Bring up there, Cat Daddy.
That's yeah, man.
I got a cane in the car.
Does it have a knife in it?
Oh, and that's one of them old man canes with the 4 legs.
Oh, now I see what you're saying.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you, this is such a beautiful night, and so many people are really doing their thing. And coming up for a few minutes, and somebody that we have a very interesting relationship that happened over something called sushi that was taken from me. And let me tell you something. Black people know black people, and Jews know Jews. And I am a Swedish and black redneck Jew, and I looked at this table like you. And they were black with me. Your mom was black with me. She was just like,
My
Right?
mom's really white.
but not that night when she couldn't get that menu. She got her neck going, okay? But suddenly she was Shaniqua Rabinowitz, okay? No, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful night, but they did take my sushi. But I'm not going to hold you up. I just want to hear a few words. Let's give the love for Gordon Zach. Let's do it.
All right.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't know I was gonna be coming up right now, but I'm just gonna wing it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's about an event, I guess. It's a joke, but right before I came here, I was on the phone with my girlfriend, and she's a publicist, and
Nice.
so she has a lot of events and everything, and she was asking me first of all, where's the Super Bowl next year, and I didn't know.
Oh,
And then she asked me, but do we know who's playing the Super Bowl next year? And I felt like kind of my soul kind of and I said we don't know that until like the playoffs. And she said why. So if you heard somebody screaming besides that woman on the block, that was me. Just visual rage. But I'm gonna try. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't remember some of my old shticks. Fuck. Oh fuck. So do you guys know the Citizen app?
Yes.
yeah.
So by some chance you don't know, it's just like an app that tells you like everything you should be like afraid of. So like a bad neighbor's like something like that. So like when I was living in Venice, it was just popping up all the time. Like multiple sword fights, and like sometimes it'd be like a specific like katana, like katana street fights. Like what the fuck is going on here? And then I remember there's one story in particular where it's like a bird was stolen.
Oh wow.
Bird, the scooter birds. The red So you just like think about it for a second, right? It's like you literally have to pay for it to move it, right? So it's like, are you paying to steal something? And like I'm fucking I'm a Jew. I question everything. I'm literally a Jew. And, 23andMe, 100%. And a couple hours later, man assaulted by bird. It was interesting. But the craziest thing is I was in San Francisco last year actually, and I was staying like downtown. And if you haven't been to San Francisco recently, you don't. It's like the world's largest public restroom, basically.
And Citizen was fucking popping off, dude. Like within like just a half-mile radius, it's like there's burglaries, there's stabbings, there's gunshots, and the craziest fucking thing is that 100 yards from me there was a $2,000 dumpster stolen. So like we should just start off. How the fuck do you know how much a dumpster's worth? What's a $2,000 constitute? Should $2,000 dumpster constitute? So and then on top of that, like, how do you steal the dumpster? Like, do you have a whole crew for the dumpster? Like, do you have a fucking pickup truck? Do you just wheel it out there? You gradually get away with your dumpster, just pushing it down the street? Like, I don't fucking know. I looked out my window. I just see this dumpster still slowly getting away. 3 hours. I don't know. I met her at sushi and like I was like, "Hey, do you want to come and do an internship or something?" I don't know, maybe. And then now I'm doing this shit. So
Damn. Where can we find you?
my Instagram is Gordon Snacks. Snacks.
And why don't you? Okay. And he's also he writes. Excuse me. You know him. He's a filmmaker, a director, a producer. And I always say, no matter what you do, when you're on this stage, it's going to make you better. You're going to see differently. You now have a different lens that you're looking through when you're directing and when you're writing, especially when you're writing. And what you guys should learn from having a writer here is that when someone writes something, they want it to be their words. You feel me, guys? They want their words. And what happens with comedians and why people tune in here? Because they want new people who are not jaded. There's nothing worse than a comedian changing the line because I make it funnier. No, the writer's going to kill you. Are you kidding me? Am I wrong? Right? You're right. I mean, so you're interested in writing? Dustin Chapin has a wonderful class here, and it's called the Write Club, WRITE. And he right now is he's doing it. We just got a few more people that signed up, and he's just somebody you need to work with at least once in your life because you're never going to get that New York Friars or like there's nobody doing what they used to do. You know, people just got scared of being funny. Don't be afraid of being funny. Don't go for all the insults. That's what we gotta do is be funny, like for everybody. And that's gonna make y'all some money. And you don't know what I'm talking about. But when the Laugh Factory changed my show, I had a hot show. I was there for 16 years. They changed my show to the clean show. Now, who want to go to see a comedy show and it's already telling you it's the clean show? So already I'm thinking, that's what I'm saying. I was so wrong. I've never been so. I mean, the Jamie Masada is the owner, and I can't go. I mean, he was sold out. The money you can make if you can work clean. Now, granted, if I got to work uptown, it's a chitlin circuit. I'm gonna do my thing. That's where I started. I started in the black clubs, and it's so beautiful and so rewarding to be surrounded, and be able to be free and do jokes that everybody. That's why I gotta make it universal. That's why I have kosher soul because I still want my collard greens. I just can't use the ham hock. Because I got high blood pressure. That's right. This stuff happens. Now, I want to bring up this next gentleman who's just getting no heat anymore since he brought his son on stage. He's like, little girl's looking out for him. Now, you better watch out for you bring that baby. Now, see what's going on. Get up here. Just go out. Hey, see that? That's the way I do it. We looking. I was looking at you.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. Hello. Wanted to wear these glasses tonight because I've been to a lot of comedy shows, whether I'm being involved in them or not. I went to this one show just to watch, and sitting there, and this random guy goes, "Hey, glasses, clap." Well, you don't know how to clap or nothing. And I'm just there was nothing to clap for where they just started. Like, what do you mean? I don't know how to clap. Yeah, I know how to clap, dog. So they're trying to ignore me and shit. And then somebody goes, "Hey, I want you to know, whatever." energy you give us, we're giving it back tenfold. Oh damn, we're doing witchcraft on stage. I said, hey, I just got here. Fucking let me breathe. He walked in and used the bathroom. How dare he? Son of a bitch. So I thought the bathroom was a public place, but apparently not. So this fucking guy ends up doing some kind of award, or no, not, excuse me, not like a raffle, but instead of a ticket, he goes, first person that can move is gonna get the prize. So I'm sitting there thinking like, oh fuck, the old cowboy movies. Draw. So it's like, all right, you guys ready? On three, first person to move. And he goes, points at this lady. And there's other random black lady. I can't see her because there's lights over here coming from the side. Even with my fucking sunglasses on, she goes, "You's a bold-faced ass liar." Damn, she don't even know, and she knows. You know that shit with glasses. He moved first, motherfucker. And I was like, "Damn, I don't know who you are, but I love you. Thank you." Well, fuck. All right, cool. No, well, so then they go and put another extra, first we want 5 of, TBS lineup. And now we're not allowing any ums. That's a bitch ass move because I'll fucking through all day. Go fuck yourself. Oh shit. Leave the fucking fire on. Fucking son of a bitch. Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Don't fucking. You tell me I can't. I'm probably gonna fucking. Okay? Don't fucking me. But anyways, so this guy fucking sitting there whining about all this stuff. I'm clapping for people. I guess I wasn't clapping loud enough. I don't know. Maybe they wanted to stare into my pretty eyes. Here. Aquí están, cabrones. But people are always. Why are you got them on? Well, it's not the fucking age of snowfall, so I'm not doing crack. It is a problem with lights. They get me in the hijo de su puta madre. And that sucks because I used to be a fucking welder. And people are like, he used to be a welder. He went to school. Yes, and part of school is training to be what? What you're going to school for. So I was in welding, and I heard that they were having some kind of play, and usually whoever welds the set does shitty jobs. So I said, well, I want to go check it out. And they weren't lying, fucking nasty ass popcorn scratch fucking welding on these things. Hey, can I fix this for you guys? I don't want anybody to hurt themselves. And maybe you could tell the welding department that I did this for free. Hey, fuck, it'll help me out. Really? You'd be willing to do that? Yeah. Oh, you bring your toolbox tomorrow, and we're gonna get to business. All right, cool. So I showed up ready to weld. I thought I was gonna weld, and everyone's sitting there looking at me. All these cast members, and I didn't even know what they were. I just thought they were fucking kids in the class. Okay, whatever. So I'm standing there, and the guy goes, "All right, ready to get to work?" Yeah, cool. What am I gonna weld? Where's it at? No. You haven't seen what list? There's a list on the door. And then you hear, oh, he doesn't even know what the fuck the list is. What's the list? What's the list? What's what? Do you know what being typecasted is? Know what the fuck? I don't know how to use a typewriter that I could learn. No, sir, typecasted. So I gotta type on a fucking cast, or somebody will be engraving some shit. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh boy, I knew I had a. Okay, well look, typecasting is when you look the part. Okay, so I have a play. There is a. Would you like to be a priest who beats people with a 6-foot cross? It's like, what the fuck? What are we, Romeo and Juliet? Can I be what? I want to be Tibble. Why? Because John Leguizamo did that shit and it was fucking cool. What? What? What do you do exactly? What do you mean? What do I do? Can you come and give us a lot of your time? Or no, I'm in welding class. Oh, he's a worker. He's not. He's just not going to work, guys. We need him for small parts. That's it. Just small parts. Small parts. You said somebody with a 6-foot cross, and I got a small part. Oh, the part of just work with us here, okay? Don't go in. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Breaking all the rules because I don't know what the fuck's happening. Oh, okay, he's eating near us. Okay, people eat. You're not supposed to eat over here. Okay, well, where can I eat? So I go step outside to eat. You're not supposed to be outside either. Son of a fucking bitch. What are you supposed to do if you're having a sugar low? Stick with it. Fuck you mean stick with it? You gonna call the ambulance for me? You gonna pay for the fucking ambulance? No? Then stick with kiss my ass. I'll be right back. I'm gonna step outside, eat a fucking piece of chocolate, eat a piece of sandwich. I don't know. Get back inside. You're not supposed to be doing that. Okay, well, if you guys would have taught me how to use a typewriter, then maybe I'd be doing the thing properly. You're still not understanding. I'm understanding. You're just not. But that's okay. Well, all right. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you on something else. Then they wanted me to be in a play where I'd be the main singer for some kind of musical. Well, why you guys for what? Oh, we've heard you. What do you mean you've heard me? Well, when you're sitting there with your headphones on and you're just so talented. And you heard me when I had my head. You know, oh fuck. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to be too loud. No, no, no. It was good. We want you to do that on stage now. So then I go in there, do the fucking the tryout for it, and first day I think I had a rain jacket on. Oh well, you want to steal all of our attention by having bright yellow? Well, look at you, aren't you smart? I wanted to not get wet outside, but yeah, okay, cool, I'm smart. Oh, listen, just give us what you got. So I started singing. Here we go. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it near, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. And they're like looking at me like, how does this fat fucker with the goddamn rain jacket do this? What is, sir, we need you. Can you be a part of this? Yeah, sure. Will you quit welding class? Fuck no. Okay, then. You can't have the part. We'll find you a smaller piece. Well, why? You're not willing to stick with it. I got to do things for my children as well, sir. So if you're not paying me for this play, why the fuck would I quit welding class? Oh, you just don't have the brains, do you? I just don't have the brains. Are you sure? Because you kind of seem like you needed me. Now you're belittling me so that I'll fucking. Did your mom teach you that? Excuse me. I just wanted to know where you learned how to manipulate people. Pretty good, but you can't get me, Dick. It's all right. Maybe next time. Oh, I went and watched it later, and they ended up with some guy who sounded like Peter Griffin, getting his balls stepped on. And I was like, "Hijo de su chingado." How did you like it? That was pretty good. This is what you guys got. Oh, no, well, you could have been a part of it, but you quit welding because I needed to fucking try to complete what I started, sir. Went to school for it. I was trying to complete it, and that's what I figured I'd be doing. Well, sometimes in life you just gotta you take opportunities and take opportunities. Saw Megadeth one time, Gigantor, right? I went by myself. I got there and I met this girl that I talked to online, and I found out she had a boyfriend. There, not online. Well, we're sitting there, and she's like, "Keep me safe. Let's move to the front." And if you move in a mosh pit with me, we can get to the front anytime. It's okay. We'll be safe. But they threw out. Let's see. I think we saw Dream Theater. God forbid. Fucking Megadeth. I can't remember. I think Lacuna Coil and somebody else. But anyways, I caught a drumstick from Megadeth, and this girl offered to give me a blowjob for it. And son of a bitch, because my ex-wife stole that thing from me anyways, I should have took that blowjob. All right, guys. You have a great night. Thank you for everything. My name is Susano Salceda. You can find me on TikTok underneath Susano, the example Salceda. Yes, it's long, but come on, type it. It's okay. You guys, thank you, LA School of Comedy. Thank you, Sunda. Appreciate you. Make some noise for Sunda coming back on stage.
I mean, there was so much noise in the beginning, right, guys? Did we get through that?
Yeah.
Wasn't that painful for me? They're looking at me like, yeah. That's right. But I was here exactly at 7 o'clock. Now, just remember, people tell you you're funny, you probably are. And what we do here is we're going to take you. We're going to take you there. If you guys have spoken to me about working with me before I take off, get to me. Just get to me as soon as you can. Because I'm not going to be here. And also a shout out to Giuseppe's Cafe in Patterson, New Jersey. So one of our sponsors. Yes. Yes. And who's the other one? I can't remember. I'm a terrible, terrible, terrible promoter right now. But we're definitely going to do a lot. And you know what? As we expand and we do these other shows going other places, you guys will be a part of that should you care to. I do think that you should all get your butts to New York City.
Yes.
Have to get to New York because it's real. And that's it. In LA, it's a little different. I could be like, well, I came in this morning, right? And they're like, oh my God, she's so funny. I can say, have you got a nail salon? Yeah. She's intense. She's unbelievable. But you're going to find out all this stuff and more. And if you want a copy of your tape and you want a tape, whatever the fuck, if you want a copy of what we did tonight, your stuff, and you want to make your relationship, get yourself with Jason. Make sure I have everybody's information. I cannot chase you. I have to have it in the phone. I hope I've said enough. I'm so tired. And tell them, right? If you really want to do this, we're going to take it from the page to the stage. I'm Cindy Crocus. Follow me on all platforms tonight. And thank you, Billy. Thank you, Billy.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Want to run through it, or are you trying to get it?
Oh, is that you?
Yeah.
You got. I thought they were like.
Which one?
You
I did the live stream.
That's funny. I thought like their camera was working. So they set
Oh,
up.
no. He did.
No, look, you won't. That's what.
Streams. I was nervous, bro. Me too.
Shit, not couldn't even go no one.
Me too. That was funny though.
Ricky, man.
So what up, low key?
Last time you were here, like,
Like third mic.
Frank said, good job. You're a natural. You think so, bro? You think so? I have to rewatch it. I gotta rewatch my shit. What's up, Dez? I gotta rewatch my shit.
my day job, so that's why I was like, Mark, thank you. The second word.
I gotta rewatch my shit. All right, stream. I love y'all, man. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. It's 5 a.m. So I didn't catch it. No, it's a great stage presence. Be back tomorrow and stream, guys. I love y'all. Let me go see if I can network a little bit. So.